Hello, good morrow. Um, Pardon my diesel shirt, my diesel tee, pardon. But if you didn't like it, it's too weird for you. So, uh, I want to talk about power, okay, and how to just I gotta let my phone get some power and charge up. So I figured I'll ramble. I like rambling. It's a metaphor for a song I made like a lot of years back. Actually, it was like one of my first couple of songs. My mouth ran. So today's more like a channel, and I won't take up a lot. Uh, but I want to start from. I came back home from the army like a lot of years ago, and when I came home, you know, I had conditioned myself to think a certain way. So fast forward years later, and I was looking at the actual situation, and I realized I was like, oh, well, it's more like feeling powerless, you know. Coffee. It's more like, uh, like when I first came home, I wanted to like always have weapons or firearms or an ice pick. I just always had this desire to have it on me. It's because I used to always feel like I needed to always be ready, you know. And a lot of that is just your mind, you know. So over the years, I learned that your mind and all is just hold on, let me make sure my battery doesn't. Oh, that your mind is based on you and your so it's your mind. Certain words like yourself, okay, uh, mind and mine, okay, peace of mind, okay. It's the consciousness, and just think of yourself as a big beaker, full of different chemicals. And if you have more of one chemical going on, reaction, then you start something out of that. So you always have to pretty much just take in good old oxygen and release the carbon monoxide. Okay. So let's say the carbon monoxide, all in all, is really uh, what you don't want in you. Okay. And let's say that the new breath is everything you do want. So you breathe in the love and let go of the, what you don't want. So let me get there. I'll get there real fast. I found books like Master Key System by Charles Hannell. I also found 48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene. Uh, I thought I would understand the Law of Attraction by Rhonda Byrne, but I realized that the real source of power is just old, regurgitated knowledge. So, if you really want to find out, you know, the real uh, under workings, just know somebody trying to make money from you is not going to tell you. That's not their job. I wish I was Kermit. Let me just sip this coffee. Hell yeah. Kermit the Hermit. So, in that, I started to find little, similarities, little thought processes that I noticed can be hard to come by if you're not from a foundation of it. Okay? So, as in my other videos, I tell you, you have to spend time. You have to spend time at something. You have to put a couple hours in to get mastery, right? So you can't be a master, at you if you don't understand you. Let me just go there. Let me just say, you can't understand if someone is allowed to comment and get a certain rise out of you. You are not in control of you. So you could say, "Oh, you made me angry," but really, you are angry. And that person could instantly go right back to the normal chemistry that they're in, take a deep breath, and just keep you going. They maintain the power over you, huh? Okay. So I tell you, in the laws of 48, it's not about using that power you know, to manipulate people. It's about understanding that power so they can't manipulate you. Plain and simple, Uh, as long as you understand these processes, then they have no effect on you. They have zero effect on you. So, in order to be powerful, you have to understand with great power comes great responsibility. And the odds is, if you have a responsibility over a power, you're not exhausting that energy the way you're waiting until you need to use it. Uh, I guess I'll go in 210. I've learned certain mindsets that make me understand that they're older. They go older, they go further back than that, and you have to understand that propaganda plays a big part into your attention span. you know so as Charles Hanau had put it, pretty much, I'm not going to sum a book up in one word, but he's like, you have to practice at practicing. You have to, and in the words of pardon my French, Billy Brooks, you have to practice at being perfect. That's called perfect practice. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes a competitor. Okay. If you really want to do something, you gotta put the hours. Please, yo. Put the hours. Don't look at tomorrow. Don't look at 2 months from now. Just look back and be like, yep, I did it. I did it those days. And there's a point where you get to, I might have to go past 10, where you start to get this vibe where you feel like you're doing wrong, right? And it's not that you're doing wrong. It's just that people's chakras is opening to your energy, to your success, to your goals. And that's just like you. That's eminence. So don't expect people to want you to win. You gotta win past that. You gotta win until they forget that you could lose. And then you gotta keep winning just to uphold that. And it's not for nothing. It's not about like cheating to win. I mean, like, you gotta put the hours in. So you're not cheating yourself. If you're gonna do something, be the best on the planet. And if not, pardon me, you might as well go that high. Like, what? Who else is gonna do it? Raise that bar, bro. Sis, get it done. Get it done. Uh, don't work too hard. God loves you. I love you. Tomorrow.